turns in a frantic rhythm, a cacophony of noise where angry voices collide and passionate declarations drown each other out. Banners raised high against darkening skies, screens casting their cold light on blank faces, crowds gathering with purpose yet without direction. And in this storm of certainty and conviction, truth, that rare, solid foundation beneath our feet, grows fainter with every passing moment, like a whisper lost in howling wind. I have traversed this wilderness of chaos, not as a metaphor, but with my actual steps upon concrete. My eyes have witnessed alleys illuminated by the orange glow of burning debris. My ears have absorbed contradictory messages shouted from walls that face each other across narrow streets, one commanding submission, the other demanding resistance, neither offering the liberation they promise, only different variations of captivity. Rain falls on metal surfaces as I move through wet streets, the distant chorus of conflict echoing between buildings. The city rose around me that day as it always does, concrete monoliths scraping the sky, massive screens pulsing with hollow commandments. You cannot speak these words. Your existence is revoked. To obey is to love. And beneath this barrage of instructions, people drift like shadows, terror in their silence, fear in their hurried steps, dread in their averted gazes. I never sought to disappear into this landscape. I moved through it all, defenseless yet unshaken. Some might call it obstinance, others ideological stubbornness. I name it something simpler, maintaining humanity when all around would strip it away. Darkness fell as the metropolis tore itself in two. One faction adorned in darkness, wielding bright symbols, arms thrust skyward in defiance. Opposite them stood those in gilded uniforms, arms folded across chests, suspicion etched in every feature. A battlefield of ideologies, each army convinced they alone defended society's very essence. I walked the invisible line between them, not driven by aspirations of heroism, but because I refuse allegiance to any collective that demands surrender of individual thought. My loyalty lies with what is real, what endures. Embers of forgotten manifestos drifted past my face, the remnants of movements that abandoned their founding principles. To my left, suppression masquerading as protection. To my right, moral certainty fueled by bitterness, yet I continued forward. Footfalls steady on rain-slicked ground, unflinching. The gentle breeze carried the mechanical hum of surveillance overhead as I later made my solitary journey homeward. The disorder receded behind me. The quiet stretched before me. The door to my sanctuary closed at my back. The cushions of my sofa received my weary frame. And there before me, arranged on the surface of my table, sacred text, prophetic literature, protection, and images of those 5 souls for whom I persist. 4 daughters, 1 son, each deserving to inherit a world where speaking truth doesn't mark one for destruction. The clamor of conflict diminished to nothing as I pressed a single button, because someone must speak without seeking permission first. Someone must walk through the crucible of competing dogmas and emerge with humanity intact. This creation, Disruptarian Radio, refuses to champion predetermined sides. It exists to dismantle the artificial barriers constructed between us. It stands as testament, no, to uniformity, to collective madness, to enforced quietude. It champions the solitary path when solidarity requires compromise of principle. Most souls journey through existence only to be consumed by its demands. But some rare spirits, they enter the inferno and emerge unscathed. This is Dickie Thompson, and you're listening to Disruptarian Radio. Stay free, stay grounded, stay dangerous,